Well, good evening, YouTube. This is Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey Fresh Prince McCabe. This is a Bel Air Academy jersey, baby. Love basketball, by the way. Before I get started, shout out to both of my older sons. My firstborn, Andrew, he got knocked out in the first round of the D1 playoffs, basketball. And then my son, Connell, tonight played in the D2 championship. Unfortunately, they lost. I just want to say congratulations to both of them. As a basketball lover myself, super cool. I put basketballs in their hands. I mean, we've been playing hoops since they were 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. To watch them both play in high school has been amazing. They did get to play each other this year. Little brother beat big brother in that game. So they probably won't get to play against each other again in high school. So I guess you're going to have to hold that L, baby. Anyways, this is your Daily Stoic. 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. Maybe I'll turn this stupid auto zoom thing off. Can I turn it? Oh, I can't turn it off now. I got an auto zoom thing and I don't know if I like it. I'm trying. I should get some lamps and stuff. I'll get I want to do better videos, but for now we got the backlight. It's a little bit off-putting. Anyways, I'm thinking about it too much. If you don't know what Stoicism is, please get out of here. Go Google it. Do some research. Ancient philosophy. Stoic actually means on the porch because I used to teach it on the porch. Created, discovered, taught in ancient Greece. Stood the test of time. One of the most popular philosophies in the world today. That is clear if you go to a library and look it up. Ryan Holiday has a ton of books. He is the modern day Stoic, I would say. But it's a philosophy of controlling your emotions and making good choices and being a good person. And I believe that is an amazing trait. It's late and I'm drinking coffee. I'm an addict after all. Quick sobriety update. I did put the weed back down again. It's been 4 or 5 times over the year. Feeling good so far. Almost last night, I almost went and got some. But so far, 0 weed. I think we're on day 4 or 5. Let's get right into this. February 11th. Hero or Nero. Our soul is sometimes a king and sometimes a tyrant. A king by attending to what is honorable, protects the good health of the body in its care, and gives it no base or sordid command. But an uncontrolled, desire-fueled, overindulged soul is turned from a king into that most feared and detested king, a tyrant. Seneca Moral Letters 114.24. Ooh, I like this one. This one's good. I could almost picture that king. It's like from a movie, you know? We'll get into the modern part and I'll give you my breakdown. There is that saying that absolute power corrupts absolutely. At first glance, that's true. Seneca's pupil, Nero, and his litany of crimes and murders is a perfect example. Another emperor, Domitian, arbitrarily banished all philosophers from Rome. Epictetus was forced to flee as a result. Many of Rome's emperors were tyrants. Yet, not many years later, Epictetus would become a close friend of another emperor, Hadrian, who would help Marcus Aurelius to the throne, one of the truest examples of a wise philosopher king. Is there a band called Philosopher Kings? I like that. I didn't know that. I just kind of made that connection. So it's not clear that power always corrupts. In fact, it looks like it comes down in many ways to the inner strength and self-awareness of individuals, what they value. Oh my goodness, excuse me. What desires they keep in check, whether their understanding of fairness and justice can counteract the temptations of unlimited wealth and defense. The same is true for you, both personally and professionally. Tyrant or king, hero or Nero, which will you be? I mean, as I read that first part, you can almost picture that king like drinking and having women, and he's fat and he's paranoid, like you see it in movies, right? And you can almost imagine that in our world today. Like if you can't control your desires, if you don't know anything about moderation, you will turn into a tyrant. Now, you could use that example in just a normal person's life. You don't have to be a king for that. You can become a tyrant in your own circle of life, right? You can become a tyrant to your own self and your own well-being. And I think if anybody's ever, and this is where this Stoic always kind of comes back to moderation and plays a huge part in addiction or sobriety. if you can't control your desires, whether you chase, we're always chasing a good feeling, let's say, but you could chase drugs, you could chase money, you could chase women, and if you don't know how to control yourself, those desires will lead you down a path of self-destruction. It's easy to imagine. I think it's Jordan Peterson did the maps of meaning, and essentially the short term or the quick notes on a maps of meaning, it was that I think he called it the self-authoring program. So it's simple. You go, if I made all the right choices and I did the best I could in my life, where would I be in 5 years? Right, within reason, And then you flip that and you say, okay, if I made all the wrong choices and I did all the wrong things and I chased those desires and those addictions and I let those win, where would I be? And I think you can easily imagine how much destruction you could do in just 5 years if you don't get a grip or if you make all the wrong choices, right? And I would say it's not to say like if you make all the right choices, everything's going to be perfect. It's just not really how it works. But you can easily see like, hey, if I didn't drink so much, if I didn't smoke so much, if I didn't chase women so much, if I didn't, whatever it is you're into. Some people have issues with lying and infidelity, shit like that. If you didn't do that, how much better your life would be. And you're like, oh, right. And exactly the opposite. So it is a very good reminder to control your desires, have some moderation. Take it from me. I'm 40-something years old, and for a long time, for almost 10 years, I was doing very well, at least with managing my addictions. I would drink a little bit here and there, but life changed, and I made some terrible decisions in the past 3 or 4 years before now, and it almost got me. It almost ruined me. But by the grace of God and strength and help from family and loved ones, and I understand I'm very lucky, I've turned a corner now. And after a year of all of this, I feel like I'm really turning that corner even a little bit better now and growing personally. And now it's about a rebuild of my life, and I'm happy to be here. So that is your Daily Stoic for February 11th, 2025. Please, please, please like, share, comment. Trying to get the views up. I don't get many, and trying to figure out how to grow this channel as we go. I'm going to keep doing them. The videos will be there forever. Maybe one day they'll pop off, These are actually super self-serving for me. I learn a lot about, as I read it and speak it out, and this is my second time around with the book, I'm learning so much and really cementing my knowledge. So one way or the other, we're going to keep going. Love, hope, faith. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.